Hi guys, so I am making another video. I am continuing the Christopher Smith. Apologies for the late upload of this one. I said I was going to do all the films individually so I could do that a bit quicker. It turns out that that's not actually been the case. Coming towards the end of the year, as well as obvious a lot of family things and Christmas shopping, I needed to catch up on my 2017 films to make a decent top 10. So I've been focusing on that quite a lot lately. So this is the first video that I covered of Black Death. And then there's three more from the four that I said that I'd cover. Severance, Creep, and a copy of Triangle that I need to update. Rental copy. It was cheap. But well, how I've done this video, it's the same as last time. I've just written a few notes, so you'll have to excuse me while I'm just kind of looking at the screen. Sorry, it's been a bit of a long day doing Christmas shopping. My wife was at work, so I've had the little one all day, and we've been doing a lot of activities, and I've only just got him to sleep. So my brain's a little bit frazzled, but I wanted to get this out now because I didn't want to just keep leaving these videos and never uploading them. But anyway, Triangle, the 2009 film by Christopher Smith. So this is boat horror, contained horror, but kind of contained. It's a big boat. It's not like a little rubber dinghy or something like that. But I guess it does count as contained horror. But anyway, we follow 6 people, and they're on a boat, of course, named Triangle. Our main character, which is the rather beautiful Melissa Smith. She has an autistic son, but he's not there, and she's acting quite spaced out. So already as the viewer, you've got alarm bells going off, so you're all spaced out. Where's the kid? 2 and 2 make dead kid, maybe, but we'll see later on. Anyway, so they're on the boat, and this kind of weird storm kind of just appears from nowhere, and it's a very, very quick, very violent storm, and basically their boat gets capsized by a huge wave, and they're stranded. And so they're waiting. Not a lot else you can do when your boat is stranded, and they see a huge boat in the distance that actually comes towards them. But they get on there, and it soon becomes very clear that it's abandoned, or they think it's abandoned. So they start looking around to try and find some people, of course. But everything becomes very disorientated. They're walking around all the corridors, and everything looks the same. And it kind of reminds me of the old Scooby-Doo cartoon. Like, so there's the Scooby Gang, and then there's some kind of mummy or something chasing them, but they'll go through one door, and then the mummy will come out another door, and then they'll be following the mummy, and you remember the cartoons, but that's kind of what it reminded me of. But yeah, it's all very, very disorientating. Everything kind of looked the same. But at one point they hear this sound, and it's a set of keys that gets dropped. So they go around the corner to see who's there, and no one's there. It's just a set of keys, but they actually turn out to be our main character, Melissa George's keys, which is kind of strange. And this is when all shit starts to go down. More and more strange things starts to happen, more deadly occurrences for our characters, and they're basically just dropped into a world of confusion and terror. And well, that's basically it. I don't really want to spoil this film. It's a worthy watch, definitely. So that's why I don't want to spoil it. If you've not seen it before, it's one that you should definitely check out. But the film has a great setting on a ship. It's good. It looks good. It looks good. Yeah, and it pulls you in. It's very claustrophobic and kind of you're in this disorientated world that the characters are experiencing. So it's quite good. You really get sucked into the film, and as it builds up, you kind of go deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole, so to say. But it's as long as you're not playing on your phone and you're paying attention, it's everything's there for you. It's like you won't finish the film like, what the hell happened? I don't know that. Everything is kind of pretty much explained. So it's good. Just pay attention to watching it. The actual ending, it's very good. It's good. It's a good twist. Like I said, I was pulled into the story and I was like what was happening, and kind of pow, when it happened, it's like, wow, it's powerful, and it's kind of a different shift. It's it feels like the film, but it feels quite different at the same time. It took a different tone. Kind of the horror kind of, it didn't become more realistic, but it's something that you can relate to more. And it was unexpected, but very well written. Yeah, I thought it was really well done, and it all ties in really nicely together. And there are no loose ends, so it's good. You won't be scratching your head at the end. Overall, the acting was pretty good. I do like Melissa George. I think she's good. And we actually have an early appearance from Liam Hemsworth. He pops up in the film. The cinematography is pretty good, especially at the start and at the end. You get some really nice shots, and a little more difficult maybe when you're on a boat to do some. Well, I don't know if they probably weren't on the boat. It's probably very much like studio sets. So obviously, when you're indoors, the shots won't always necessarily be quite as grand as they are at the start and at the end of the film. There was some CGI in this, and it wasn't the best, but CGI in water when you don't have a huge budget, it will look a bit spotty at times, but it doesn't take you out of it. It's kind of at the start you notice it, and then it's soon forgotten. So it's okay. There's something that I did notice in the film, that one of the rooms, one of the spooky rooms, that it has the number 237. So I was thinking it's a fairly obvious reference to The Shining. So afterwards, there's nothing else that jumped out to me. It's like, what, like any other clear references. So I had to think about it after, and kind of at a stretch, I thought maybe the setting, the isolation and the inability to escape, the boat kind of mirrored maybe the Overlook Hotel. I don't know. Like I said, it was a stretch. But overall, it's an enjoyable film. Yeah, I did like this. It was, like I said, it's pretty solid acting all the way through. There's plenty going on. It builds at a nice pace, and you're left satisfied at the end. It has an ending that it's not out the realms of possibility that you'll figure it out whilst watching it. But I didn't notice it was coming, so it was kind of a nice twist for me. But overall, I'll give this film a 7 out of 10. Yeah, enjoyable watch, and I do recommend it. So my next, I'm not sure which one it would be, but I will try and get it up as soon as possible. No innuendos with that. Get it up. Only just realised that when I said that. But I do have some more 27 films, obviously, that I want to watch before the end of the year. So we'll see if I get another film out. But hopefully I'll get one out soon, and it won't be as long as this one has been. So that's everything. Thank you very much, guys. Hope everyone's all set for Christmas. And I'll speak to you all soon. Laters.